Welcome to Nepal, the land of towering peaks, winding mountain trails, prayer flags fluttering in the wind, and stories carved deep into every corner of its rugged terrain. This isn't just another motovlog of mine. This is an adventure through one of the most breathtaking and brutal landscapes nature has to offer. We are going to ride through the trails that weren't designed for anyone, let alone motorcycles. And speaking of motorcycles, I know what you're thinking. A ride like this needs a proper hero. A machine that isn't afraid to get dirty, climb high, and still look good doing it. And now that I've called it a hero, entry bhi वैसी ही होनी चाहिए. Introducing the CF Moto 450 MT. The tall, lean, and adventure-hungry creature that seems like it was built for exactly this. Together we are chasing sunsets, hugging the edge of cliffs, watching mountains that don't just stand still, they stare right back at you. This is Nepal, and this is going to be one hell of a ride. God damn. I did not get my front camera mount, which is why I can't really put my other camera on. But abhi we'll have to make do with whatever we have right now. But I'm super duper pumped for this ride. We, by the way, are in Nepal, Kathmandu to be precise. And well, super duper excited. It's a little warmer than I imagined, and it's only going to get warm. So I have my thermal liner inside. I have to get rid of it down the line. Let's see, where do I get to get naked? You know what I mean? Look at the city, man. I mean, it's so damn clean. Look at the streets. They're nicely well laid out. So far I've not encountered any pothole. They're so nicely maintained. And most importantly, people are following rules. I mean, these are my first impressions of this country. But I've seen no one jumping signals, nothing like that. What's that? Naya Bazaar Multiverse. Oh, we are going to be having breakfast over here. I am too full. I've had my breakfast beforehand. Look at those, all of them. Full fancy scenes today. We had a little breakfast break over here. I did not have my breakfast. I spent some time shooting some B-roll and I cheated a little and had my breakfast before leaving. But theek hai. I mean, I cheated a little but at least got some content out of it. Turns out 2 or 3 people here have already watched my videos. CF Moto to be precise. So yeah, I mean, jalwe hai hamare yahan pe. That, by the way, is Kushal, who is leading the group. This is Mr. Manoj. Camera पे बोल रहा आपको introduce कर रहा. That's Mr. Manoj, who has been struggling with me all this while through borders, running around in circles, but well, and I'm finally riding. Ride safe. I'm like, I don't know, dude, how much of it is placebo or how much of it is, but I genuinely I'm feeling very, very excited looking at the scene over here. Like, it's such a small country and people are so excited. Such excited crowd, very friendly. People are
let's go.
I'm so glad that I took off my thermal liner from inside. I was anticipating the weather to be slightly cold, but it wasn't. and it's only gonna get hot from now, at least here. Of course, when we go up the mountains, it's gonna be colder. But at least this is going to be easily manageable. I'm not going to talk too soon. I'm not going to jinx myself. I've got a very good reputation of doing that. And this bike, by the way, CF Moto 450 MT, guess how much it costs over here? Man, it's almost 8 lakh rupees. It's crazy, dude, the price. I mean, of course, every other vehicle costs almost double the price here. But 8 lakhs and people are still buying it. That's how much they like it, actually. It's worth liking. And by the way, before I extend my compliments to CF Moto, I would like to give out a disclaimer that this ride is managed and taken care of logistically, expense wise by CF Moto, but I have not been paid by CF Moto to promote this ride. It's just my expenses that are being taken care of, so I'm just putting it out there for you guys. क्या vibe है यार ये काठमांडू शहर. What a vibe. Look at these beautiful houses, narrow lanes. Ladakh wale scenes actually. I mean, of course, it's around the same latitude, but ऐसा फिर से उड़चला वाली vibe है. कितने सारे सपने क्या कहूँ, किस तरह से मैंने तोड़े हैं, छोड़े हैं क्यों. क्या बात है यार. Look at these settlements, dude, in the hills. How nice. Beautiful. This is a drone shot, guys. This is a fully full speed drone. We've got a very high budget. Please don't pay attention at the shadow here, but it is a drone shot. And we've begun the off-road trail immediately. Okay. The fun has begun already. This, by the way, this ride is going to be about 70% of it is going to be on the trails.
Hello there.
And just 30% will be on tarmac. So you better watch out. You better not die. You better not fall. I'm telling you why.
मारे जाओगे एक दिन.
The only a sort of a pet peeve of mine with ADVs, and especially with this, is that the front is too tall. With with other motorcycles, it's very down there, right? So you get a good view of what's right ahead of you. But with such tall towers at the front, this is of course inspired by rally and everything. It's very difficult to see, so I have to duck aside and see what's ahead. This is also there in the Adventure 3, that though it's quite tall up high. And of course, I mean, that makes sense. Like once you're off roads, assuming that you'll stand up, you get a good view of what's right in front of you. But one thing to note is that you shouldn't be looking right ahead. You should be looking further ahead, as further as you can, so that you are prepared enough for what lies ahead. Looking down is not the right thing to do off roads, or even on roads, anywhere for that matter. This thing can do things, huh? Look at it go, dude. This machine is so damn confidence inspiring off-roads as well. I'm very, very underconfident while riding off-roads. But thanks to its lightweight, especially at the top, it's so damn easy. It makes you feel like a pro. We're already in the Ladakhi kind of terrain.
साला ये दुख का खत्म नहीं होता बे.
My guy is giving a disappointment wala pose. When are these trucks gonna go? I don't understand the point of people carrying soil in trucks. You get soil literally everywhere. Just dig wherever you wish to. I know. Welcome to Smart Content with Anurag. It's getting hot now. I'm so glad that I changed. नहीं तो भाई मेरा पूरा सीमेंट बन जाता अंदर.
ये क्या बोले मैं समझा नहीं.
I just read this word cement and that's why. I have no clue why I used that word. But somehow it made sense. Damn, that's a CRF, right? Beautiful motorcycle. Lovely to off-road and tour on. We've made it to the Hilltop Restroom. That was fun. Fun fact about videography. Every video that you've seen of me talking to the camera is my main footage. And that's what we call an A-roll. I sometimes shoot some other footage that I use in my videos with either my voiceover or just some good music. That kind of footage is what we call B-roll. And when the footage that's supposed to be your A-roll gets spoiled because of many reasons, for example audio issues, thanks to my lovely 250 rupees mic, it's either dumped or the same A-roll footage can be reused and repackaged as B-roll with either a voiceover or some good music. An example of that is this. Enjoy.
Imagine me tall in a tight dress, showing off things. I bet you double tap. Picture my good side, both in life and angles, with a little edit.
And now back to the A-roll. Okay, so now we've changed the bike and I'm gonna be testing this bike. And I say testing because overall the bike is exactly the same, but it's got a rally seat which changes the seat height from 820, which is the max setting of the stock seat, to 870, which is quite substantial. But the good thing about this is that the seat is quite narrow, so it isn't that much of a big deal for at least average height riders like me. I can properly flat foot on both my feet. But how that changes things is this leg, the triangle, is a lot more comfortable than compared to that. That one I'm assuming is at 820 max, but this one feels very nice. Chale, man, this feels, the dynamics of this changes so well. My knees are a lot more comfortable. Of course there's considerable amount of difference in terms of height. I'm not even kidding, guys, this actually feels a lot better. Lot better. You're standing tall, sitting tall, and it sits right on your knees, so you get to grip your seat from both ends. And did I mention that it's narrow, which is why it is easy to flat foot. Otherwise 870 mm on paper sounds like a lot, but it actually isn't. Look at that. What river is this? Guys, please let me know in the comments, what river is this? It looks like it is gonna rain. Arey yaar. No. Please. I can't afford to get wet. बारिश मेरा, वाओ, ये बारिश मेरा पीछा क्यों नहीं छूट रही है यार?
ज्याकेट लाउनु पर्छ, लाउनु।
आस थी मोरे मन में, आओगे तुम सावन में। आस थी मोरे मन में, आओगे तुम सावन में। देखो देखो आ ही गई तुम्हारी खबरिया। तारी बदरिया घिर घिर आए मोरी गुइया। तारी बदरिया घिर घिर आए मोरी गुइया। पुरवई चली है ऐसे मन मोरा धड़के जैसे। पुरवई चली है ऐसे मन मोरा धड़के जैसे। ऐसे लागे मानो सैया बदरी के पीछे।
You asked for the mount, right?
I got it. Yeah.
Does it fit?
Soundsing, yeah, it fit well, but I had to remove those spacers.
Oh.
But hopefully it should sustain, otherwise.
Just have a look at the time and time.
Yeah. I just hope it doesn't rain, man. 1, 2, 3. Alright, hello, good morning. This is me on the other side. Alright, everyone is super excited. This is Kushal, by the way. He's the one that is behind CF Moto. Say hi. So, hello. I'm back on my own bike. This is with the stock seat. I love the rally seat, man. I mean, it's accessible and it's comfortable both at the same time. The weather is nice and cool, and it's going to get colder hopefully this time. Holy moly! Yesterday we were cooked, completely cooked. It was so damn hot. It was even hotter than Mumbai. It's crazy, dude. Man, this city, Pokhra, is such a vibe, dude. Like, it's a mix between Ladakh, Goa and Thailand for some reason. Thailand for a lot of naughty reasons as well. and Goa for the vibe, and Ladakh for the weather and vibe as well. Oh, this is the lake that they were talking about. Nice. My gloves are wet. Okay, by the way, by the time we are exiting the city, I may as well talk about the gear, you know. So this whole gear is sponsored by Rise Moto, and thanks for Rise Moto to sponsoring this part of the video. So basically they have sent me this jacket, a pair of pants and the gloves, and so far I absolutely love the fit of the jacket. The gloves could be better, but that's something to do with the size. I'm wearing a size L, by the way. Usually I wear an M, but the M would I guess fit perfectly. I got the L because I did not have the time to break in the gear for the sake of having some play around, and it has actually worked that my hands aren't sore, because these are leather gloves, right? You can't really mold the leather quickly, right? So I thought I'll just, for this ride, I needed it urgently, so I got a bigger size, and yeah, it's been working well on that front. But fit wise, I am sure that the M size will fit me perfectly. About the jacket feels wonderful. There's absolutely no soreness despite of it being new, and this is thanks to the guards. It's got level 2 safe tech guards, but the guards are perforated and they're very, very flexible. They're almost like the 3Os, but from safe tech. So that's actually quite an upgrade of sorts for me personally. Firstly, they're very slim, so you don't really feel restricted with your movement, both in your shoulders and your elbows. Okay, we've reached somewhere. Damn, those horses are handsome, huh? What shampoo do you use, buddy? Surakshit bhure mere baal. Genetics ne kiya kamal. Kya baat hai, bhai. Look at those voluminous hair. Oh, this guy is the fully Tere Naam shiny. And look at that. Okay, until they do their drone business, I guess they are just trying to follow the route of the lake so that they can get some good high up drone shots. So if you guys see this drone footage, I am behind the first rider, huh? I'm the second rider, okay? Okay guys, pay attention, please. This is me. Hope you guys can see me. Yes, that is me. I'm riding behind I'm gonna be riding next to the horses. Hello guys, a total of 8 horsepower running in front of me, walking in front of me in fact. So yeah, coming back to the gear. So this which I love the armors on this one. They're very slim, so they don't restrict your movement. And about the gloves, well, they've got sliders, they've got knuckle guards. Bas baki majani life hai. My bro is halfway out of the window. Intrigued. Alright, we just fueled up and we are now exiting the city. Bye bye. But kudos to these female riders, man. I also had a huge respect for them back in Nepal as well. Back in Ladakh as well. Man, they've been at it. It's very difficult to be a pillion, dude, especially on such roads. You can't do much. It's easier for us to, you know, saddle up and quickly do our thing. But man, for pillions, you've left with nothing. You've got no option. सब जा रहे तो मैं भी क्यों नहीं जाऊं? Of course, at my own risk. Well. Look who we have here. Dude. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about anything. Okay, are we supposed to go or are we stopping? Okay, we're stopping. Cool uniform though.
Road related. Our traffic officer, he's going to brief us about our safety and how we can ride together.
Right.
In the rules and being safe.
Awesome, awesome.
Nepali.
Yeah, sure.
तपाईहरु राइडर हुनुहुन्छ हैन तपाईलाई ल धेरै कुराहरु थाहा छ तर तपाईलाई म रिमाइन्ड गर्दिने मात्रै हो फेरि रिमाइन्ड गर्दिने जस्तो तपाईहरु सवारी साधन चलाउँदाखेरि तपाईहरु रोमा यसरी चाहिँ
Thank you. समझ नहीं आया बट सुन के अच्छा लगा. I'm sure he meant something well for us. He was like, just pay attention, be aware, be in speed limits, and look after yourselves. Don't be a nuisance on the road. That's it. They don't assume that you're criminals. Well, most cops don't. It's just a few bad apples, both on the side of the police and the riders, that create problems for each other. Otherwise, the world is good, man.
What a wonderful world.
Looks like we've entered the twisties. We'll be climbing up now, ascending the mountain. Look at that trail, dude. Wow. A long trail of riders. Finally, hairpin bends. This is a single-hand bike, dude. I mean, look at this. I don't have to change gears. I don't have to worry about the torque giving up, the engine knocking. Absolutely nothing. It's just flawless. Now look at this. I won't downshift, okay? At least till an extreme point, I won't downshift. It's nicely lugging around. See? इधर भी कोई टेंशन नहीं. See? See? Look at this. On third gear. That's the amount of refinement, that's the amount of low end torque, and just the amount of convenience at offer. Crazy. Again, not to mention, I've not been sponsored by CF Moto to say this, but this is truly my honest and it's right in front of you. This you don't get in a single cylinder, right? That too on an inclination. Third gear, 90. I can't count 3. I realized because of the finger joint. So, this makes sense. So third gear, 19 kilometers per hour on an inclination. It's still doing well. This, by the way, is a finger bridge. If you don't know, what this does is, usually when you're, of course, in this case, CF Moto is already protecting you with a knuckle guard, but in case you are vulnerable at the end of your pinky finger, if you get into a crash, the pinky finger is not that strong enough to sustain a crash, right? It can literally just break off. I know it's very very graphic, but it's the truth. So just to not let that happen, there's a bridge that joins the ring finger and the pinky finger, and that gives the pinky finger some sort of support, so it helps you not losing your fingers. So it's a good safety feature. And another safety feature are these sliders, these ones to be precise. And this also, once you're on the ground or on the tarmac, it will help you slide and not grip the surface and break your bones, right? Look at that. This is a drone shot, guys. See, when you give it the go, it can go. And it can come to a very nice, calm zone. Look at that. Wow, This is so fun, dude. Now I'm starting to have fun. Look at that.
Notice the audio change again? Yep, that's my mic pulling stance again. It pretty much had a mind of its own on this ride, so you will have to bear with me on this one. But don't worry, I will more than compensate with the visuals.
We refueled again, and now I guess that this camera is again throwing some tantrums. It was actually pulling these stunts when I was on my way to Goa, my hometown, and it was suddenly just stopping recording, and now it's doing some similar stunts. Sala aisi jagah pe hi jahan pe it's most important. I also tested it, okay? I kept it to record in the sun properly, let it heat up as much. It continuously recorded for an hour. कुछ नहीं हुआ है, बट अभी इसको नाटक करना है इधर आने के बाद. आउट स्टेशन में काम करना है, इसको ये होता है, जान आती है ये This is a test of your core, dude. Look at that beautiful road. Bridge, I mean. The thing is, I'm trying to conserve my energy. The terrain is such that it won't let me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tricky. Rukiye, sir. Whoa! That was a hard hit. This bike is very forgiving, huh? I must say. Holy shit. It is not fun riding behind the guy that is gunning it. I need to maintain my distance. Okay, you're baiting me with dirt. Even if I ride this much once a week, it will be enough cardio. What fun, man. Crazy. And kudos to you to do it with a pillion, man. Amazing. It shows, your experience shows.
A few moments later.
Alright, everyone has caught up. Spent some 15-20 minutes here, and now we're headed again. What town is this? Damn!
We were moving past this town, followed by some scenic twisties that gradually eased us into the brutal off-roads. Lots and lots of off-roads. This is the most treacherous terrain I've ridden on. Loose rocks, shifting dirt, blind bends, it's all here. And my experience, or well, lack of it, shows. I'm not the fastest in the group, but I'm fast enough to cope up. I'm holding my own, gracefully, maybe even stubbornly. Of course, not crossing my limits, but I'm giving it my all. The pace kicks up. Adrenaline joins the ride. Confidence starts to blur into something else, and I don't even notice it happening. The bike moves beneath me like it's alive, where dust becomes your shadow and every rut is a question.
Well done, my guy.
My heart's thumping like it's trying to outpace the engine. I don't know if I'm skilled or just stupidly brave today. I stand on the pegs, eyes locked and arms loose, and for a moment I forget how quickly things can change. And then
Holy shit. Okay, that's enough.
no, not the ground. Not yet.
That's enough.
But a violent shudder in the bars, like the earth suddenly remembered it can bite back. A freaking tank slapper at 70 kilometers per hour. My arms are rope, my breath stolen. And in that split second, everything hangs by a thread. A thread of knobby rubber, some skill, and well, dumb luck. What felt like control was just surrender masked as courage.
That was scary.
I slow down, but I don't stop. I should stop, but I don't. And I keep going, slower and quieter. My confidence is cracked, not shattered, but shaken. And yet, I still choose to ride. Still chase the dust trails of the group ahead. This time with a little more caution. There's clarity more than fear.
Wow, look at that. Holy moly. This is so damn beautiful.
That moment didn't just rattle the bars. It rattled me. It tore down the illusion that I'm in charge. Reminded me that the trail owes me nothing. That nature doesn't care about skill or ambition. And maybe that's what adventure is. Not the absence of fear, but knowing that it's there and going anyway. The trail doesn't care who I am, but I care who I become on it.
Yeah. Dude, I had a crazy close call, huh?
He had a very good set.
Yeah. Ooh, full wobble. Crazy.
Bonus.
I just realized one thing, that you can't do this or this because the fingers are connected. What is this rise motor? Why do you provide such protection where I can't do gang signs? Actually, these are not gang signs. I don't know jack shit about gang signs.
So please whatever. Please I want to reach 1 million likes. So please sarapakara.